And there's always that fun delay of going live on Instagram. So I have to make sure that that's connected, and then I can do my Popl training eventually. Littering, and there we go. Pressing go live. Okay. I am just separating this window, this winder. Okay, cool. There we go. I'm going to open my chat so I can see questions and comments. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So this is the Popl digital business card training as promised. I am that broker girl, Sandy Lynn Burnett, and I actually have with me Holly Brink, the Iowa managing broker at Epique Realty. And Holly has been doing Popl for a long time as well. So we both have had digital business cards for years. I don't know how long I've had Popl, but it's been several years. And um, I have had, I had it like before it was cool. And what I mean it by before it was cool, I mean, I'd be at networking events and everybody was like, this with their paper business cards. And I'd be like, somebody like I'd form a connection, right, with somebody and they'd be like, "Oh, can I have your card?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll text it to you." And they're all, "What?" You know, almost put off, right? Like, you don't have a paper card. What are you, poor? And I'm just like, no, because I want your number so I can follow up with you. Like, if you hand that paper card, I don't care how well your interaction went. You hand that paper card away, you are leaving that follow up in that other person's hands. You're like, money's walking out the door, as far as I'm concerned. That connection's walking out the door potentially forever, right? So, there are lots of different platforms to have digital business cards on. We're just happening to go over Popl today because that's what that's what I use. Holly, that's what you use, right?
Now, yeah, that's what I use now.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're with Epique Realty, this is a free benefit. I actually never had the physical version of this card until I was with Epique, but I'm going to go over a few things of how I utilize this card. One way is it is my link in bio everywhere. And if it's not, please let me know. But I have this as my link in bio everywhere. Why? Because I only have to adjust and update one link ever. So, I am updating this with my contact information. I'm updating this with my listings. I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I update this to where people can book appointments with me. They can shop my affiliate links. I put my own shit on here. I put links that I want to remember on here because then I can just go to my own Popl, check it, and then click the link and be like, okay, there's my referral link for this, right? There are so many ways that you can use this. It's awesome. And even when I was giving it a little bit of a refresh, I was kind of looking it over and before this training, and there were a few things that I noticed on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should fix this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually not going to fix it. I'm going to show you guys some flaws that I even have in my own card because I think it's important to show you like what can go wrong, what can go right, and things like that. All right. So if you go actually to my link in bio, or if you don't have that, it's poplme.co, Popl me.co/Sandy Lynn. That's my real name, guys. SANDILYN. Poplme.co/Sandy Lynn. You'll see what's on the screen. That's my Popl, okay? Now, if you go to this Popl, you can actually This is a lead capture form, and you can actually just click out of that. You do not have to enter any information. But when I'm connecting with someone, that is the perfect opportunity for them to like put their info in right away and then their contacts in my phone. But when I'm right in front of them, I'm like, yeah, you don't have to enter that. They can click anywhere on there and just X out of that. Okay. But what I wanted to show you is I do use the pro version, which is right here. I have a link, and it's under $3 a month. Okay. So I think, 30, I can't math, guys, but $36 a year is fine by me to spend that. I've been using, I think they have a couple different versions of Pro. I don't know all how much each version costs, but I just use the $3 a month version. Okay. Maybe I'll upgrade to the annual because I have been you're welcome. You're welcome, DC. I know that sometimes us vets we can't spell the word me, so I wanted to make sure, for the veterans out there that we can spell properly. Um but I do pay for some upgraded features in Popl, okay? Because we need to have access to more than just I mean, if you want to fully get the most out of this, right? Um there are people that ask me, how do you do this? How do you do that? I just wanted to show you right away. How do I do this at the top and make sure it's like that? That's a pro version. I'm 99% sure you can't do that unless you have pro. Okay. So if you haven't upgraded and you want to be able to do this, you're going to need the pro version. Okay. So anything else, Holly, that you have to add before we get started any further?
No, except that I'm excited to dig in and see how you use it and how it may differ from, how I'm using it. Um, and one of the things I like the most so far is that I can create different kind of cards in my dashboard. So like if I want to, so I have like an agent facing card and then I have like a client facing card because those are very much different things that would interest them that is relevant to them. So that's probably one of my favorite pieces that I've been playing with lately.
Exactly. Um, okay, who just changed my studio view right now? Like right in front of me. Somebody's messing with my restream.
It was
Anyway,
it was not me. I did not change it.
okay, cool. So I am frustrated with restream right now. So I didn't change it either. And anyway, you guys won't see my beautiful face, and I'm sure that's not really killing anybody. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill somebody. Mm. I want people to be able to see the screen, and I want our faces super small. Okay, that's how it was. Okay, cool. So for those of you that don't know me, I am like Bill O'Reilly when things go wrong. Like I will fucking flip out and like tear up the entire room. So I get very stressed out in live situations. So that is Sandy Burnett in a nutshell. There you go. Um, oh yeah, and what I think I'm gonna do, by the way, DC, is I'm gonna make a reel off of you and I's like when you didn't know how to turn do not disturb on your phone or on your Mac. I think I'm gonna do a reel about how bad I was flipping out and then JJ texting you on purpose just to make your notifications go off. Okay, so here is how I have this set up. Obviously, picture, everything. You can have a background picture, obviously your profile picture. I try to have my bio everywhere. Okay. I try to have my bio everywhere here, which is like, I mean, my bio the same everywhere. So, like, I have it the same ish on Threads, Instagram, on um, Facebook. I try to kind of keep things like consistent so that they know when they're on my Popl that, yeah, you're reaching the same person, right? So they have this button immediately to save contact, and we'll go there in a little bit. But what I have on all of my listing signs is a QR code, okay? Oh my gosh, no. By the way, Jackie and anyone else wondering, you cannot change this restream format. Like, no, nobody watching can do this, but there are like people inside my studio, like, that have admin access, so they're messing with it. So no, nobody watching on Facebook or anything can mess with this. So don't you worry. Okay, so I have QR codes on my listing signs, QR codes on any flyers that we push out, and the QR code again points to one link, my Popl. Okay. So the QR code, if somebody is going to scan it on my listing sign, it is going to go to my Popl. Why? Because I'll have my listings displayed, and then I'm also going to have my contact information. They can call me right away. They can, like, I had somebody get a hold of me on Instagram and start, messaging me about the listing. A lot of Instagram's my drug of choice. So started messaging me about a recent listing of mine and things like that, right? So it allows them to contact me in any format that they're comfortable in, right? Okay, so they can save contact, and then here I have different listings and, videos of listings, links to my listings displayed. So if they scan a QR code, it doesn't matter what sign, right? Because I don't have to change my QR code based on the sign. I have one QR code and it's going to go to my Popl. I only change my Popl. This is the only link that I update, right? It's so easy, okay? And so when I'm updating this link, I'm updating my listings on this link, okay? And so for instance, I was doing this training and I decided, hey, I'm going to post this training. I'm going to make sure like people know about this. If I'm talking about the pro feature, I'm going to make sure this link is highlighted for you guys. Obviously, I've been talking about Epique Realty a lot lately. I'm going to make sure to kind of have that towards the top of my profile. Um, I am a fiend for ClickUp. I'm going to do one of those trainings soon. I really maximize the use of that. If you don't know what ClickUp is, by the way, it's like as if Asana and Trello had a baby with Chat GPT, like a whole three-way baby. It is awesome. So yes, so the question is, does the free version of Popl allow links to listings? It does, but somebody is going to have to scroll down and understand that like one of these icons is a link to your listing. Okay. So you can't highlight and have it go all the way across unless you have the pro version, which again is a whopping $3 a month. Okay. So anything that you don't highlight is going to be a little icon like here. And look, you can change the picture of the icon, you can change it to anything you want. By the way, you can have like completely different themes of your Popl. I'm just like, a sleek black and white, and then orange is my brand color. So I just do the black and white theme. I like to keep it simple, but there are tons and tons of different themes here. Okay. Holly, do you have anything to add, or am I missing any questions out in everywhere land?
No, I think you've got everything covered. I'm just um, one of the
Okay.
biggest differences between the paid and the unpaid, like Sandy was saying too, is the icons. So it just looks more generic and not as explainable. So, but it's definitely there if you want to
Oh,
just
cool.
dabble in it first. So. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So that's good to know. So I'm going to show you guys what my contact looks like because it's kind of crazy. It's kind of ridiculous actually. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see it. Okay. Hang on one second. I need to pause share. Crap, I don't know how to do that.
So while you're doing that, I also, so in my area we don't have sign delivery, but so I'm shipped some of my signs. So I've been able to create a Popl QR code to go over the generic QR code. The QR code is fine. That comes on our signs. It goes to epiquerealty.com. But I took a page out of Sandy's notebook there and customized my Popl. But I know a lot of agents in similar situations just create little magnets because you can't put a sticker on one of the shared signs that everyone's using. So they'll get little magnets and then put those on top of the QR code. So I also put a little sticker on my car. So I have a QR code sticker on my car. I don't think anyone's scanned it yet, but I just thought it was kind of funny. I'm a nerd.
That's cute. I love that. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this because the Popl, when you go to click save contact, um, Popl is actually going to put every freaking link that you actually have displayed, and it looks absolutely nuts. So if you, and especially on mobile, like right now I'm on my Mac, obviously, but it looks like fucking ridiculous. Look at that. So I wanted to show you guys that because it's kind of like, is this necessary, Sandy, that you have all these crazy ass links on your Popl? It really made me kind of reevaluate things because when somebody on mobile, if you are on mobile and you go to save my contact, it shows up as the contact, and then you actually have to scroll. You're going to tell them scroll all the way to the bottom, and then it's like create contact, right? And then done. And so it's just ridiculous. I'm apologizing, like, sorry, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom through all that crap that you're never ever going to use, right? So I just want you aware that it looks like fucking crazy like that. So, and eventually I'll adjust it and I'll figure it out. Again, this lead capture form is a pro version and you can toggle it on or off. I choose to have it on because I can always say, listen, you can click out of it, you don't have to add anything. But sometimes people actually like to do it. They're like, oh yeah, I'll throw my contact over to you right now, and it's awesome. So one more thing that actually, while we're on the subject, um, let me bring that up.
Well,
So
and I,
whenever anybody, what were you going to say?
sorry, I think on the
I was
back
going
end,
to show them that.
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to just say on the back end of that, though, I think there's settings so you can say, yes, I want this to be shared when I share my contact, or no, I don't. So that you can have like your website version be robust, but the actual contact card piece to be much more succinct. Does
Okay,
that make
cool.
sense?
I'm going to look into that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you share the back end again,
So,
you show this.
cool. Um, so here's like what it looks like when anybody shares their contact with me. It'll send me their contact card. I can click on their contact. And then it does, you know, here's their contact card. It actually also sends me a text like, have you followed up with this person? It kind of reminds me, which is pretty awesome. Um, and then it also sends, I wish I knew this for somebody with a like non-pro version. Does this do this for you guys? Does it send a mutual email, like a handshake email, like Sandy, meet so and so? Like wanted to connect you guys because that's also what Popl does for me. So I would love to hear if anybody on the non-pro version, if Popl does do that email introduction once you guys get connected, because I find that actually very interesting and very helpful. It actually, like, people will immediately start emailing me, and yeah, hey, great, I needed to know XYZ, can you answer this for me? And it's like, okay, great. Or I will just email like, yeah, great, nice to meet you, how can I help you, that type of thing. So that's very awesome. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually log in, and I'm going to show you like the back end of the Popl. That's the front end. That's what everybody sees. And now I'm going to show you, I'm going to log in over here off the off site.
So, yes, to answer your question, because I don't have Pro right now. So you can toggle on or off whether you want a send an email intro with you and every contact. You can also still have a lock screen widget. Um, and so yeah, that just answers your specific questions.
Good to know.
Mhm.
Are there any other questions out there,
Yes.
Holly?
Yes. So if we want the free version and people scan a QR code on the listing sign, what would they see? So they would see
One
something
more
similar.
time.
If we have the free version and people scan a QR code on a listing sign, what would they see?
Okay, got it. Yeah, they just see the your Popl, but the free version of your Popl. So you have to have a QR code that directs to your Popl. You need to make sure that you have the correct QR code. That's all that means. Like, you need to make sure you set up your listing sign correctly. I'm just logging in, Holly, so if you can talk, that'd be great.
Yeah. So when you get in there, there's a way, like, so for example, we're getting ready for our company conference. And so I've got the lock screen widget on. So it's right on my like homepage here. So it'll be really easy to like, if somebody wants to scan it, although you can like touch and tap and things, but I think that's really important. And then when I click on it, it opens up different things. So my settings, like I said, you can go to settings, you can turn on that follow-up email, lock screen widget. If you try to do anything that you don't have access to, it just says, you need to upgrade to Pro for this. Um, but I think it's pretty robust as far as uh, the things that you can do in the free account. So don't feel like, you know, you have to upgrade right away. You can kind of wait and see what happens and what services you need. So
Yeah, I do love that there's a free account and you literally do not have to do anything for that. So, I mean, I used the free one forever. I just wanted to do more, and that's why I ended up, wanting to, I mean, not wanting to pay for it, but you get it. Bear with me. It's being
well,
weird right now.
and even with the free version, you can toggle on collect their info first. And so we would always recommend that because they can always click out of it. But it's just a nice way to start that. So you can change your profile theme colors. You just can't customize anything that's not already in there. So they have a lot of things you can plug in your links to, like Venmo, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. So those will all have the icons. But like I added on mine, on my free version, like my Amazon store and about Epique Realty. So those just come up at looking like the Safari logo. So at the very bottom of mine, I've got those. You can adjust where on the screen different icons are. So if you want them by priority, or just you like things a certain visual way, you can program things but have it toggled off so that you can easily toggle it on if you want to. Um, like I said, you can actually create multiple cards. So if I wanted to, I could create I think I have two though. I have like my client facing card, and then I have my I have my client facing card, and then I have my agent facing card. So let me see if we can log into mine, Sandy.
Try from the desktop though.
Okay.
I think like this is just lovely that it's happening while I'm doing a live training, but I think it keeps rerouting me to create a Popl instead of actually logging into mine. That's what I'm having issues with.
Okay. Let me see if I can have any better luck.
DC, I love that you say the poor man version. That's so true, but it is okay, good. That's good to know that it does that for you. Yeah, and that's exactly what I want to teach you guys is like linking your socials into your Popl, and Popl just has to let me in. Like, come on, guys. Is it letting you, Holly?
I'm trying to reset my password to see if I can do
Oh,
it.
so it's letting you log in. No, wait, Holly, can you just text me the login link? Because it just keeps rerouting me to create a Popl. So I don't care about resetting your password or anything. Okay, cool. Thanks. I got it, JJ. No, it says already used Popl login. Okay, there we go. Finally. Thank you. Thank you, JJ. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible. I should never be allowed to do a training ever again. Okay, cool. That was nuts. Copy password.
Hmm.
All right. I am in. Here we go. Okay. Um so, we're looking at my Popl, right? My back end. I know you are always saving my ass, JJ. He's like the angel on my shoulder and I'm just the devil like all the time. Just I'm the devil and then I have this little angel on my shoulder. Thank you. My guardian angel. Um okay, so this is the back end and what it looks like here. And I never ever use this personal one. It's super outdated, so it's stupid. I only use this business one, but I could, like Holly was saying, I could create a bunch of new ones. Like if I were like a gamer and I'm going out and hanging out with a bunch of gamers, and this is like the gamer card that I'm gonna like nerd out with people and give to them. I don't know. I don't know why I would create a bunch of different cards. I don't plan on doing it, but I have the ability to do so, and that's where I would do it. Okay. So I'm gonna go into my card. I'm gonna edit this card. And here we have the dash. This is where I would update my cover photo, my profile picture, which does need to get updated. I'm slowly regrowing my red hair back out. I don't want to be catfishing people. There's my logo, name, title, obviously speaks for itself. There's your bio. You can put whatever you want. You can put emojis, which is awesome as well. Like it takes emojis, which I love. And here exactly what I was talking about, the theme. And then by the way, when you're doing these changes, you can have the live preview over here. So let's say I went to this puke yellow, um, which will not happen. Don't worry. Like I have taste, for God's sake. So you can change it to all these different colors, but obviously, obvi, I chose black. There also is white. Um, I chose black, but you can even go down here and have all kinds of different colors to choose from. Okay. So you also see right here, lead capture mode is on, and we'll talk about that as well. Content. Okay, so this right here is that lead capture mode. Remember when you go to my card and it has that pop-up and people can choose to fill out that card or not fill out that card? Um, that's exactly what this is, that lead capture mode. That is what I'm talking about. So you can choose to have that toggled on or off. Now, this is a very important thing that I want to share with you called single link. And this was something that I accidentally turned on because I didn't know what the hell it meant. And it was the most frustrating thing I had toggled on ever. So, single link only sends them directly to one link. For instance, if you want them to always go automatically to your Google reviews, if you want them to always automatically go to your home search site, always automatically go to your Instagram. So that's what I like. I accidentally toggled it on and they kept automatically going somewhere. I don't remember where, but I felt like such an idiot. I could not understand why they were, you know, kept getting redirected when I gave them the Popl link and they couldn't download my contact. They couldn't do anything. It was the most frustrating thing ever. So that's why I wanted to take a minute because I mean, I was going to help desk, I was doing all kinds of things. Do not turn that single link on unless you want them literally to be completely rerouted somewhere else and not have access to any of the shit. Okay. Here is where you're going to put the content in. So, and you can see that I have lots of other content. Well, maybe not lots of other, but other things that I just have toggled off, maybe that's not showing right now. Okay. So this is where you're going to add. Okay. So, like DC was saying, like, I came here to see like how to add my shit. Like, I'm about to show you. By the way, I'm going to pull up my Instagram comments so I can make sure to answer questions. Okay, cool. So, adding links and contact info. Let's add something. So, when we hit add, it brings up all of your different types of information, different types of anything you want to add. And what else is cool is you can narrow it down if you don't feel like scrolling through all this crazy shit. You can be like, okay, I'm wanting to go to the real estate category. You can add your Zillow profile. You can embed your listing videos, which is really cool. But again, you'll see there are certain pro features. So it will straight up label it pro. Okay. Which I've been meaning to do. I do have a video that I've been meaning to embed. So it'll start literally playing it at the top of my card if I want it to. And they don't have to leave to go to a YouTube link or something, right? So super cool. Um, Again, you can go to payment and then it's like, here's Venmo or PayPal. So if you want to use any of those, that's fine. Or you can just scroll through here and add whatever you want to add. Okay. So, um, a lot of times what I'll do is I will go to custom link or website, you know. I usually will just do a website link. So let me give you guys something practical right now. How do I add my listings? Okay. So I'll show you. Watch me not be able to lofty. Is it lofty.com? Hopefully. Yeah,
Yes.
it is. Okay, good. Okay. So I am going to click on the share button of this. Let's say I didn't already add this listing. I'm going to click on the share, and then I take this link, and JJ, definitely let me know if I'm doing something wrong because damn it, I want to know if I'm not using the right link. Come on. There we go. Copy. I want to know if I'm not using the right link, right? That would suck. But I go to share this link to my listing, and this is the website link that I'm going to put in. And the link title is, going to be like my listing. Um, okay, cool. That is the right link to use. Now, how do I get it to go all the way across? You have to be using the pro version, and then you click highlight. Okay. And then that allows you to be able to put anything, those little words that I have here, you can start to say more things, more text, yada, yada, yada. And by the way, JJ says that there are more effective and better links that I can utilize to direct them to. But that means we'll have to tune into JJ's Lofty training, which will be coming soon. So, little plug for that. Um, okay, so we can do like whatever, la la la. Here's my description. And then the other cool thing is you can test the link and make sure it's going to where it needs to go. So we're testing it right there. And right here is where you're going to click select your photo. That was annoying that it did that. Anyway, I am not going to click select my photo because I don't know what's in my photos and I don't want it to pop up there, but select photo, or you can drag and drop, but it's going to do exactly what's showing up here. You can drag and drop or select the photo there, and then you're going to add your link. Now, when you add your link, I'll show you. It's not going to show up here, okay? Because you're still in the content area. Um, you can also just I just saw the comment, by the way, on Instagram where somebody said they're waiting for me to lose my shit. It isn't a training until Sandy Burnett loses her shit over some technical error. Um, so add your links. But what I do is I usually switch back and forth. I'm adding my links and then I'm messing around and seeing if it's a good look, right? So I'm going to get out of here because I already added one link. But here's what happens is it actually put it all the way at the bottom. And on our actual, so here's what I do is I view the card preview, and that link is all the way down here, and that's not where we want it. We want it to show up at the top. So you got to grab it down here, grab it and drag it, right? To where you want it. And maybe I don't want it at the top. Maybe I want it like third one down. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and check out the live preview now. And there it is. So I'm always constantly just making sure that that it syncs up to where I want it to be. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, that link's a piece of crap, Sandy. You don't even have a picture. Your description is all typoed. So I'm just going to simply toggle that off. And then I also can delete it if I know I'm never going to use it again. Sometimes I have links just toggled off because I know I'm going to toggle it back on. I'm going to eventually use that link again. So there's no point in deleting it. But if I know I'm never going to use that link again, for instance, listings that I've sold, probably not going to use that link again. If I relist it in the future, I'm going to have a brand new link, right? Brand new photos, brand new everything. So I'm just going to delete that link. Okay. And then there's like completely, you know, completely creative things that you can do with it. So in back in the content, oops, add links and contact info. It gives you all of the ideas of what you need to add. Okay. Now, I added literally everything I could possibly think of here. Okay. So I was adding text, email me, uh, call, FaceTime, all this shit. Okay. However, I realized that it made my Popl card so busy that it just didn't make sense. So what I ended up doing is I have I'm going to refresh this so that's out of there. I have my I took out, or I didn't take out text me, I guess, and call. I need to take that shit out. I made the decision to take that shit out. There's the question, is this being recorded? This is recorded. And this is also being streamed to my YouTube channel. So that's being played live right now, but then you can access the recording anytime. Also, it'll be up on my Facebook. And then when this live is done on Instagram, I'll push it out like in Foreverville, basically on Instagram. So you'll have access to this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the text me and the call because I think it's just taking up useless like space on here. And then I'm going to add that contact card and I want it to go right there. So I'm going to clean this shit up right in front of you so you can see how it goes. All right.
Can't you,
So,
is there a setting, can you tell like what links people are actually clicking and what they're not?
ooh, yeah, let's go
'Cause I think there
to the
is. I'd just
insights.
be curious to know.
Let's see. For YouTube, you can find me. I'm that broker girl on YouTube. So same name over on YouTube. Um, okay. So, yep, website was tapped, Instagram was tapped, Facebook was tapped, Instagram was tapped, Facebook was tapped. That says recent activity over here. And then it says who's connected with me recently. And then this is in the last 30 days. So we could go, and search like month to date, custom range. I don't know how to do it. Drag. Can I drag this guy? There we go. Okay, apply. And then it'll show even more things. So pop code, direct off. Remember that Popl direct thing? That means single link. That's no good. Okay. So these are people like going to my website, and that sucks that it just says website. That means they're viewing a listing or an affiliate link or some version of my website, but I don't know which website. So I wonder how I can track that better. That's interesting. Hmm.
Well, in the bottom left there,
Maybe
doesn't
I'm
it?
wrong about this direct. Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
So
Yeah, we
basically,
do have taps
yeah,
over here. Thank you.
E-
You're a
Epic is
great
what
American, Holly.
here to help.
And then I think I was wrong about this direct. Maybe I'm wrong over here. Maybe it's like the card if they tap my phone or my card, but I'm not sure. Wait, maybe if I do the I. Direct and indirect pops that your team has performed. I do not know what that means, guys. I cannot I don't know what that means. So sorry about that. But yeah, those are the insights for that. Only 12 people like me and only 21 people tap me, which I'm going to now say poked from now on. I prefer the word poked. So, okay. Let's check out the integrations. I've actually not done any integrations, and holy shit, it connects with Slack. I'm gonna connect it to Slack. That's really cool. So
We
I am
love
a
Slack.
Slack junkie. Yes, let's connect this to Slack. Um, check my workspace here. I think it's just called that broker girl. I try to keep it consistent. Okay, cool. I think it's just my Google. So it's gonna perform actions as me in channels and conversations. I wonder what all it can do. Well, we'll find out. I'll report back to see what Popl can actually do in Slack. That's going to be really cool. Um, okay. Send a message to a Slack channel or an individual when a new lead is collected. Okay, that's cool. So that's what it does. Enables you to receive alerts and notifications in your Slack when a new lead is collected. Notify or DM specific members, send lead to individuals. Okay, cool. Well, duh, that's what it does. Okay. Um, all right. And then you can do anything through Zapier, and I call it Zapier because it has one P. So not Zapier. But you create zaps. Okay. So but back to the basics, because I feel like this is kind of what people, if they're in here watching this training, that they're going to want to be able to do. I'm just going to do something very basic. I'm going to clean up that content here, which was what I want to be able to do in my card is I am going to, I think it's stupid to have text me, call me, FaceTime me. I'm going to get rid of email me. I'm going to get rid of those things, and I'm going to get rid of Zillow. I'm going to get rid of those things. I'm going to take those links out. And then I want my contact card to appear right here as well. So even though save contact is here, I also want that contact card icon to appear here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So in here, it's set up like just, in list format, right? So we're going to have to go down and I have contact card on. Oh, that's why I can't do it twice. So what I have is there. Okay, I get it. Now I see what it's doing. So going down, I'm going to take out text me, take out call me, take out FaceTime me, and take out email me and Zillow. Now let's view our card and see if it's cleaned up a bit. Okay, that looks better, right? I have 2 Twitters on here, so let's get rid of that. I don't even know which one's which, and I don't feel like messing around with it, so I'm going to get rid of both of them. So let's get rid of both of them, and then let's see how our card looks. Okay, that looks a lot more cleaned up and nice. But see, this is what I do. I lose my own links to things all the time, right? So I have my Amazon shop, I have like my Peloton affiliate referral link. I have referral links that I forget where I store these, right? So I can just throw it in my Popl, and if somebody asks me for my referral link, I just click my own Popl and then I can pull it from there. And so that comes in very good handy. That comes in very good handy. You get what I'm trying to say. So, also I use Calendly on here. Schedule an appointment. This is a custom icon. This is for my virtual assistant company. So I say get a VA instead of saying virtuplicity because not everybody would know, what that means. So when I look at this and I think, wow, there's only, there's very limited space to say something. Oh, there's my contact card. Wow. Okay. The black and white threw me off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two. So back up here, I'm going to switch those two because I want that to appear in the upper left-hand corner, and then view card. Thank you for saying I speak good. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one. Here's the right one. Okay. Now, please comment if there's anything else that you would like me to demonstrate. But I think the big things that I wanted to like show you were the fact that you can create a QR code that you can post anywhere that links to your Popl. I've seen people trying to create multiple QR codes that go to their different listings, and then they think that they need to track, their different signs to their different listings and then make sure they attach the correct QR codes and everything. But if you can just have one central business card and then keep track of only one link that you refresh and you change whatever you need to change in here, it becomes a lot less overwhelming, right? And there's things that I'm constantly updating in here. So I have like reviews, like my Google reviews. I'm I'm 99% sure maybe that home search site's the incorrect link. I need to make sure that I keep this up to date, right? But at least I know that when people are clicking my link in bio everywhere, it is going here consistently. It's not, directing, and QR codes aren't directing people to, inconsistent links all over the place. So, um, if there are no further questions, Holly, was there anything you wanted to add?
Did you show us how to create the QR code?
Okay, I can do that.
Because I know, because Brenda specifically asked, does the QR code come with Popl? So yes, there is the Popl QR code.
There is. However, you're going to need to like create one. I create it in Canva, So,
You do?
when I'm at, yeah. So, I don't take the actual Popl QR code um and paste it anywhere. So here's what I do in Canva. So let's say I am making this, just listed thing. Okay. This goes to Popl, by the way. This. Okay. Matter of fact, let me click it. And does it show the link? I don't know how to see what's already been done. But let me duplicate this page. I'm going to remove this QR code. You can create QR codes for free in Canva by going to apps and QR code, open, enter URL, and then you're going to put your URL in, generate code, and then there it is. Put it on that page. So it creates the QR code. Now, if you want like a cute, fancy branded one, you can pay for it somewhere, but I just don't, and you can track it. But if Popl already shows me analytics, I don't need to do that. I'll just keep paying my $3 a month fee, and then it'll let me know if it's popped. But I guess it won't let me know if it's popped from certain signs or whatever. So there's something to be said for that.
Well, JJ did put a comment in before he left. There is more insights to an individual listing. You can see it under Insights under Link Tap section. So I don't know. Do you use Canva QR codes to have some control in case you want to change where you're routing stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But for
So
someone like
and
Brenda,
and the
like me, you could do it right in the Popl app if you to start. But
yeah. I mean, you have your so for instance, when you go to My Cards and you go to share your card, this is where you download your actual QR code. I don't know why it's doing it like that, but here's your link, but I have a custom link, and then here's the actual Popl QR code. But to me, I just hesitate to try and screenshot it and then implant it somewhere else and all this other stuff. So if it's letting me download it, um, and then the question is, will your QR code change? Um, no, it will not because it's directing to your Popl. So you can keep making changes within your Popl all day long. It's not going to affect the actual QR code because the QR code is directing to that link of Popl, not to, anything within the Popl, if that makes sense. So the actual QR code will not change. But anyway, that's not downloading for me, so that's not working. But it should download for you. I just don't use the Popl QR code. I do have it on my phone, which is nice. It actually is just on my home screen. So, by the way, here's something else. Like, so people do the tap, the phone tap and like swapping business cards that way. I just don't do it that way ever because I found that it just like doesn't work. It never works. People are constantly here's what I see 100% of the time. I see them tapping it and then I see them being like, "Oh, well maybe you have to do it." No, usually it works. And it just turns into this awkward like exchange. Okay? So what I end up doing is I say, "Let me text you my link," or I have the QR code on the home screen of my phone and they have their phone on them, and so it's just like, "Hey, why don't you just, you know, scan my QR code right here." So those are the two things that I do. I just hate that tap thing. I mean, they have it, they have that technology. I just don't like going through that awkward, like, you know, oh, it usually works. Like, let me do it this way. Oh, you move your phone that way. It's just crap. So I don't do it. That's my advice.
well, now we have the hard card. So just if you have the hard card, remember to bring that to Vegas or whenever you're going out and networking and
And this
stuff.
card does have the NFC technology, so you can see it right there, so you can tap it. But what I'm gonna tell them is just scan my QR code. I just I don't tap, okay, honey? So I do love the fact that I have this card. I love that I can have something physical to walk around with, but I probably won't ever get it out. Like, I probably won't. It's just on my phone. It's on my home screen on my phone, and that's really fabulous. So, I mean, why the hell would I get the card out if it's on my phone? It's just, I'm a digital girl, so. But thank you, Epic. Oh, here's one last thing that I would like to show. For any agent that is with Epic, because I have had a lot of agents say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that this was an Epic benefit that Epic pays for our digital business card." So I would like to show you how to access this benefit real quick. Um, so if you're an agent with Epic, this is provided to you for free. And you're going to go in your dashboard, and then you're going to go down to benefits and services, and the Epique card. And you're going to request your digital business card, and it's going to have you fill out a form, I believe. Yep, there you go, with all your information, and then it's going to mail you your digital business card. So, oh, I was wondering if it would let me change, because it came to me white, but I was like, ooh, could I change? Could I have changed it to black? Because I totally would have. So yeah, that's how you access the benefit right there.
You can order black ones in the
All
shop
right.
though for like $6. I got one.
You can order metal ones. They're
Yep.
badass.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen if there are no further questions.
I don't see any other
And
questions. Well,
thank you guys for letting Sandy the diva, with her Bill O'Reilly freakouts.
well, thanks for letting me join you. That was fun. I think we should start doing some Slack trainings because I haven't even told you yet. So this is new information for you, but we've actually decided on my team to pivot to using Slack to put our checklists in Slack. There's a way to do that. So we're playing around with the canvases and the checklist so that's all right there in one place. So I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited to hear that. Like I want to see what you're doing with that. So that's
Awesome.
really cool. So I have it to where ClickUp checklists, every time ladies completing a task, it's tied to our certain channels, certain different transaction channels. So yeah, we should definitely nerd out about that and show agents how we do. So all right. Well, DM me if you guys have any questions. Happy to help you guys with this Popl benefit or anything. So thanks, Holly,
Thanks.
and thank you, JJ, as well, for helping me out here. And I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.